So I'm going to give you an actual cool walk down the Virgin cabin hallways to what might be my cabin. And I say what might be because I put in for an upgrade. I don't hate it. I knew I had obstructed view, but this obstructed view is a little bit more than my last one. I must have got lucky. These halls change colors, by the way, depending on the mood of the ship. I've seen it a few different colors. Certainly on Scarlet Night, everything in the ship turns red. So I'm going to try to hold this phone without losing you guys so you can see. Got these cool little Virgin bracelets, and like magic, they don't work. Oh yeah, I'm putting it in the wrong place. Here we go. So this is an obstructed view cabin, which I had the last time. This one's a little less desirable. First of all, I was wondering if they alternated the beds to the window, and they do, because I do have the different configuration. I like my bed being near the window, but not enough that makes a difference to me. Also, everything is kind of reversed on this because I'm usually on the other side. When I just took one a month and a half ago, I'm getting discombobulated a little bit. I'm on the same floor I was a month and a half ago. I'm at the aft, and I've already turned towards forward a few times because I'm so used to doing that. So it's funny how you can do stupid things like that. So I have a couple of issues, very small ones, and I'm happy with this cabin. I'm going to keep it for the money I got. This balcony, the last time I had the lifeboat, but I only had this. So this one's looking right at the stanchion over here, and then the tallest part of the lifeboat. And it kind of sucks because they're not all like that. And this is their oldest ship, but it just went through dry dock, so they put a lot of new things in it, and it's only been out of dry dock for like 3 or 4 weeks. So they refreshed a lot of stuff, and they made some changes for the better from what I've heard. And it knows who I am. It says, "Ahoy, Richard," and it's got all my information in it. And so when I got on board, it said there are rooms still available. And so I went over to the desk when I checked in and say, what's there? I'd like to get rid of obstructed if I could and move up. And they looked and they said there was a room available, but it was a $275 upcharge. Debated it, but in my mind, if it was $100 or less, I'd definitely do it. Might have been nice if it was free. Sometimes you get those free upgrades. Nowadays, not so much. Might as well show you the bathroom while I'm in here. It's the same bathroom, I think, as the last time. Again, a little cramped, but functional. And I also figured I would check because I knew there were some that were less obstructed than others. And I knew I got lucky the last time. And I figured, maybe I'll get lucky again. And of course, can only be so lucky. I did get the better view the last time. So all of a sudden I decide, before I unpack, my major luggage is not here yet, just my carry-on. I will go back down to guest services, and since I boarded super early, the earliest you can board a Virgin cruise is 1:30, and I got lucky and got a 1:45 slot. I got stuck in traffic in Miami. Miami's a bitch to drive through, and I got right before my 1:45 to 2 p.m. window opened up, and that might have been a disaster because the 2 o'clock line was really long. So I ended up getting at 1:59 right before my window closed and walked right in at the end of the line. I got in real fast, and the guest services line downstairs wasn't bad. So I just said 2 questions, what's it really going to cost me to upgrade, and see if I could maybe get a discount on it. And sure enough, she said there was none available, so people must have bought them for the higher price. $275 was what I was quoted, but she can do it for $125, but there's a waiting list. We have to wait to see how people move around. So I'm waiting on that, and by 6 o'clock, 6 or 7, I should know. But the bad news is I can't really unpack right now because I don't know if I'm going to get it. So I said I'll pay on $125. I do want to see what the room, where it's located, because I don't want to be underneath a noisy thing or above a noisy thing. That's the only other requirement. I don't care if it's front or back. I'm a light sleeper. I like to walk, so front or back of the ship is fine. I made sure that this was not the Deck 8 ones are above the public decks at 7. But there's a small bar here that'll close down at midnight. I don't go to bed until 2 in the morning, 1, 2, 3 sometimes, so I don't care about that. What I don't like is the disco would go till 4 a.m., and you don't want to be anywhere near that. So anyway, this is what the room looks like right now, and I'm doing this video, and I want to show people what obstructed view looks like on Virgin if you get unlucky. But if I get stuck with this room for the money I paid, this is cruise number 50, so I've been in plenty of balconies. I've seen all these ports. I've seen sunset. Super social. I don't like to stay in the room by myself. I am solo. So, I mean, like, I typically get an inside cabin because I don't really care. But, so, no problem. I am on board. I'm dying to have my first drink. I am starving. All I've had is a banana. But we're right outside of Miami right now. We've got a good view right now on this side. The other thing I wanted to tell you while I'm doing this, Virgin does something so stupid, if you ask me. I'm okay. So one side of the deck is, let's go out here and look, right, is the A side, and the other part is the Z side. Now, that's kind of nice because you're at A to Z. So this whole corridor will always be A. And I'm 803A. First of all, what they should do is port and starboard. I would like to see P and S, okay? Just, get educated, folks. Learn the terms, okay? But, we like to dumb down things. So they do A and Z. Okay. Yeah, maybe your average passenger doesn't want to figure out, P and S. That would be too hard. But the dumb thing, and I mean the very dumb thing, is that opposite in the other corridor, there is an 8038Z. They repeat the numbers of the cabin. How much lost luggage must happen on this ship? It's just the dumbest thing. And now, luckily, I knew this in advance, and I make sure I know whether I'm on A or Z. And when you check in, you cannot get luggage tags in advance on the ship on Virgin. Apparently, they used to it when they first started, but now you go to the port, you find the porter there, and they do ask you, make sure you know if it's A or Z, because the same room exists on this floor on the opposite side. Now, it's not a big deal if your luggage doesn't come. The first thing I want you to do is go over to the other side and see if you got mixed up with letters. But I just think, every time you have to give your cabin number to a waiter or whatever, they have these bans that you shouldn't have to do that. But in the voyage, you get asked, they write down the wrong thing. You're billing the wrong cabin or something. I don't know. I'm a logical person, so I hate things like that. I would never done that. But anyway, not complaining, just my nitpicking like I like to do. I like the room. I'm super excited. 6 nights on this voyage. I only did 4 the last time. Enjoyed it. And we'll give you updates as the week progresses. Been trying to do more videos. So we're going to sign off for now.